It's time for a Titan.
Shake that.
That video review.
Titan Zed, back to do another video review. Going to be reviewing Transformers Siege Shockwave. This figure is pretty good. Not as awesome as Ultra Magnus in the leader class. I'm not gonna lie. To anybody here who thinks price is always the issue when buying a Transformer, I do not think this figure is worth the $50 being asked. Straight up, if you can get this figure at a cheaper price than $50, go for it. But I cannot, under good conscience, for what you're getting, recommend this at the full price. So, I'm just saying that straight up now. Do not buy this guy at full price. I think he's an awesome Shockwave figure, but he has some massive flaws that really become a problem when you start stacking them up one after another. But we'll get into that in a minute. This is his super ship mode, or I guess a super attack ship mode. This is basically all of his armor pieces attached to him in his vehicle mode, and it looks really nice. Now, it isn't exactly how the box would suggest it. I actually have these guns set up differently. They're supposed to be set up flat with the wings, with the little wing tips facing straight out. And the reason I set them up this way is that they're very hollow on the bottom side, and you can see them pretty easily if you were to have the ship at a turned angle. And I just think they look ugly that way. So having them on their side like this, I think, is a lot better, just in my opinion. But other than that, I'd say its only massive flaw for the entire toy, especially in this mode, is the hose that comes from the body to the neck of the bridge. I don't know why they did that. And as you can see, the bridge is actually designed to model after Shockwave's normal head, which I really like that little detail. It even has a bit of light piping. How cool is that? Very nice. But yeah, that's the super ship mode. I'll show it off next to Siege Megatron. And next to the only other Shockwave, unfortunately, I had nearby, Combiner Wars Shockwave, who looks like a little attack vessel but next to it, honestly. I kind of like that. It makes me wish I had more of these little Shockwaves to go with him. So yeah. You give me just a second, I'm going to pull off all the armor, and I will show off his regular ship mode. And we have his regular ship mode. Now, I think the box or the instructions are supposed to say it's a submarine, but yeah, no, to me this is just a space battleship. It does also have this very nice little landing gear here on the bottom. Now, as you can guess, since it was called a submarine, we all know why it was called a submarine. That's because his original G1 form was, of course, a gun, an Astro Magnum, if I'm not mistaken. Though you can approximate this design technically, merely by flipping up the landing gear here, flip up the little fins on the side, and move the hose to the front of the gun. Yeah, you can kind of approximate it. It ain't perfect by any means, and quite frankly, I actually prefer the ship mode by comparison. While the gun was really interesting back in the day, it was kind of ridiculous, honestly. I think the idea he was actually supposed to be one of the main. His alternate mode was supposed to be the main battery weapon for. Ah, come on! Now it doesn't want to come out. There it is. The main battery weapon for the Decepticon city on Cybertron, where the Decepticons were located at. But yeah, I honestly kind of prefer the ship mode. Even in this more stripped down version, I still think it looks pretty cool. And here he is, compared to Siege Megatron. Not bad. Not bad at all. And here he's compared to tiny little Combiner Wars Shockwave. Again, he looks really nice compared to this Shockwave. I'd have to say this. I almost am tempted to go looking for some more Combiner Wars Shockwaves just to give him a little fleet of ships around him. Now, all of his extra pieces can be combined together into something of a mini drone, if you will. It's certainly interesting looking. This looks a lot better when you have it raised in the air, and when I get to robot mode, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is the ship mode and his little drone component. So I'll be right back with robot mode. And we're back, and dang, Shockwave's robot mode looks good. Now, as I'd mentioned, all the pieces to his super vehicle mode can combine into this little drone machine, and this looks nice, and it looks really nice, like I just said, displayed at a stand, kind of hovering. Now, I'm using a DX9 stand. I think I got it with one of their War Within figures, or not War Within, War and Pocket figures, sorry. I think the Ghost of Starscream one, I think that's what I got it with. I actually have seen them on eBay going for about $10 each, so if you want one for yourself, they're not easy to nab, or they're not hard to nab, I should say. Ugh, I cannot talk tonight. Huh. Alright, back to the review. Just set this off to the side for now. Focus on Shockwave, and this is actually a pretty good Shockwave. He looks really nice in this form. You know, the head looks Generation 1. I mean, that's a nice head. He's got the 2 Decepticon badges on his arms. I mean, part of the design of the bridge actually kind of forms up what looks like the side of his leg from Generation 1. He's got the backpack. He's got the gun hand with the hose that goes into the body, though, again, the hose is permanently attached to the body, and I wish that wasn't the case. I wish it was just connected on another peg, because while I know some fans are going to love that, I don't, and I would have preferred not to have it on there entirely, but that's just me. But other than that, this is really nice. I think this figure would have done better sold as its own Voyager rather than the leader class that it's being sold at. You know, just give him a secondary weapon that kind of resembles an Action Master weapon or something. I think sold as a leader class figure, this kind of fails, and, well, you're going to see why in just a second. But yeah, this ain't bad. Now do some more comparisons. Here we have Combiner Wars Shockwave. Ah, it's like his little child. Ain't that cute? But yeah, there's that. And I can get him looking good. Siege Megatron. Now these two look really good together. So that's actually really nice looking. I really enjoy that. So with that said, we've just got one more mode to go through. The Super Mode. And I will be right back. And we're back. One moment, folks. What the hell is that? What do you mean that's the Super Mode? Give me those instructions. That can't be right. What? This is official? This is the official Super Mode? What coked out idiot thought this was a good idea? Oh, just review it. That's your answer for everything. Well, unfortunately, I've been informed by the managerial staff of my YouTube channel that I once again have to review this Super Mode. Which is weird once again, because I'm supposed to be the managerial staff. How the hell do I keep losing these arguments? Anyway, yeah, this is his Super Mode. Oh, Lord help me. Great golly, Miss Molly, where do I begin? 1, those shoulder pads are just stupid looking. absolutely just ridiculous. 2, the backpack has gotten out of control big, with these very Gundam-looking flaps, now that you can see them, in the back. I'd say the only good thing about the super mode is the feet. That's the only thing on this thing that I like. I mean, the extra arms are... No Shockwave would ever want that many... No, I take that back. Energon Shockwave would probably want that many blasters because he thought it would do more destruction. Hasbro, I only have one question for you. Who is the idiot that designed this? And how fast can I Tauron feather them? This is stupid looking. I only have one way to describe this. Only one way to say why this doesn't work for Shockwave. Where's the logic in it? Giant 80s shoulder pads, extra arms, a ridiculous backpack, and feet guns? Granted, again, I like the feet guns. Those look good on him, but the rest is just stupid. And this is part of the reason why I think the $50 price tag on this figure is ridiculous. If this was being sold at $40, I'd be acceptable, but $50? And this is his super mode? Oh, Primus, help me. Quick comparison. Combiner Wars Shockwave. Siege Voyager Megatron. And as you can see, there's no height added to him, unlike Ultra Magnus, who actually gains a couple of inches. This guy doesn't. He doesn't gain enough. This is why I can't justify buying the figure at full price. This super mode just sucks. With that said, again, I can only recommend this figure to those who are either being Siege completionists or who are Transformer Shockwave fanboys. Outside of those two, I cannot recommend this figure at full price. If you can get him from anywhere from $40 to $30, jump on it. I think this part of the Transformer is a perfectly serviceable Voyager Shockwave, and honestly should get re-released as just a Voyager Shockwave, with maybe some kind of new Action Master-esque Transformer to be attached with him. But I cannot recommend him at the leader price point. You're just not getting enough bang for your buck with the just doofy, illogical super mode. And, well, let's face it, the downgraded size that both leader class figures are getting just really doesn't work for him. I'm sorry. Again, if you're a Shockwave fanboy or a Siege completionist, absolutely go for him. But I just can't recommend this figure at full price. If you can get him at a discount, jump on it. But other than that, this is Titan Zed saying I'll see ya when I see ya.